What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel on this happy Sunday. Before we begin, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get into it. This week's team, hopefully we can go 5-0 on it. I had to revamp this team a couple times because in testing it really did suck in its initial phases, and I'm able to get at least 3 wins in testing, so hopefully it pays out for us. This week's team stars Fiona the Ogerpon. Yes, the ogre makes a debut and she's here to cause a lot of ruckus. Let's get into it. So, Ogerpon. I chose Ogerpon Grass because I think this form of Ogerpon truly embodies Ogerpon. I think the aesthetic works best for it. It's the one we see on the cover of the DLC. I think this is Ogerpon's pure, true form of it, right, with that green mask. So that's why I chose the Grass Ogerpon here. We're running a choice band set. It's still very potent. Ogerpon, very, very impressive mon. 120 attack, 110 speed, has decently good bulk, and 80 HP. So it can take a good hit, unboosted hit, mind you. With the Defiant ability, we can actually be the deterrent towards intimidators. So anything that wants to like parting shot us or Landerus with intimidates or Gyarados with intimidate, if we have Ogerpon in, we're gonna get an attack boost instead of an attack decrease, because Defiant, any lowered stat gives us a +2 in attack. So you're ready, +2, that's a 240 attack. Choice band, we're putting another 50% to that. So let's see, that's 240 plus another 60, so it's a 300 base attack. When we Tera Grass Ogerpon, it gets the ability Embody Aspect, and with Embody Aspect we essentially get a +1 to speed, making this 110 speed effectively 165 speed, base speed. And that outspeeds everything. Even if I switch out, Ogerpon comes in, still gets that speed boost. So, you know, and if we take the band, so it's 60. So 180 attack, which will be coming in, plus that 165 speed, Ogerpon Grass becomes a monster. Ivy Cudgel is a base 100 move. Base 100 move at high crit ratio. That's going to destroy a lot of things that don't resist it. Stomping Tantrum for steel types that want to come in. Oh, we're going to get you gone. Play Rough for dragon types. You think you can come in? You're not safe. And U-turn for switch initiative, because Ogerpon can make use of the switch initiative ability. Ogerpon's gonna hit hard. I think it's gonna hard carry the team, especially in the end game. I think that's the best way to utilize Ogerpon from my knowledge so far. It's the end game when a lot of teams are weak and they don't have hazards up, no webs, no nothing like that. We can just send in the Ogerpon and just delete things. So hopefully that hypothesis holds true. Mako makes a return, defensive Garchomp, running the same exact spread as last time. Stealth Rock Spikes, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, a very reliable wall and hazard setter. This is going to be our designated hazard setter. Essentially gets up the rocks and spikes to do a lot of chip damage. Snap off Focus Sash, Dragon Tail to phase things out and get that snowball effect going with constant hazard damage, especially when the opponent has to switch out if we get lucky on those rows. And Earthquake with Terra Ground just deals a lot of damage. Base 130 attack is nothing to sneeze at. Paired with Terra Ground adaptability type of stab with Earthquake, oh man, not a lot of things survive that unboosted, mind you, unboosted attack. So Garchomp is here, hopefully can perform. Making a debut is Frost, the Cryogono, the Gen 5 Snowflake makes a debut. I personally don't know how to run Cryogono. I know it used to run Toxic when it had Toxic, but now it doesn't. So I think the best way is to be a heavy duty boots rapid spinner, dual screens with freeze dry. Freeze dry allows us to hit everything under the sun, especially water types that want to come in. Especially those water ground types, we don't really have to worry about them because we can nuke them. Coming off a base 95 attack, that's actually nothing to sneeze at. And then 105 speed is also quite fast. The only bad part is that it's very frail. It's only 50 defense and 50 attack, so rapid spin isn't going to do much. It will be good for chip at boosting speed, but other than that, Frost is here to be a hazard deleter, set up a screen and get the hell out of there. Like if we but we're going to try to utilize Frost as much as possible. That 135 but def goes a long way. I know this thing also gets access to recover, which is something that I personally would not expect it to. I mean, it gets water ice coverage, recover, flash cannon, haze, and it's a fast hazer. See, look, there's recover right there. Does it get any hazard setting? I don't think it gets any hazard setting. It gets snow skate. But it is a very potent mon to run. So I mean, this is my first time actually running one. So don't be surprised if we make changes. That's what I'll say. But we are going to keep this spread. Hopefully we'll keep it. Tera Electric to give us an immunity. Essentially we have no weaknesses, functions just like Electros literally, because Electric with Levitate, no weaknesses to ground. So hopefully we can have that there. That'll be a nice touch to have. But ideally we want to be Teraing Fiona. 9 times out of 10 we'll be doing Fiona. Next debuting mod is Daki the Salazo. If you get that reference, good on you. Daki the Salazo coming in Upper Moon 6. Very potent on our designated special attacker, very high speed, 117. We have a very high speed too. 110, 102, 105, and 117. We're gonna try be as fast as possible and hit hard as possible. Daki is here, heavy duty boots, corrosion, because I mean we're not running Oblivious, although that would be good to run Oblivious sometimes. But at least corrosion allows us to land the sludge bombs and do a lot of damage. Or heck, if this is sent in, well no, that's for toxic only, so I actually might switch it to Oblivious. Nasty Plant coming off of 111, so that's a 222 attack, 117 speed. This thing hits very hard like a Jolteon. Flamethrowers nukes everything, sludge bombs hits everything. You can argue why not run Tera Psychic, because that's fire psychic coverage. That's also near perfect coverage, but we get walled out by Heatran, and I don't want that. Especially because Flash Fire, you can argue another Tera type. I'm running Tera Grass for now, but don't be surprised if that changes to a Tera Ground or even Tera Water, because that'll help us defensively. But Tera Blast Grass does help us deal with the ground weakness. It does not make us vulnerable to Landorus, like we can hit them. T-Tars it hit super effectively. Gives us a lot of tripping options. So, but expect the Tera type to change if we're running into issues with the Salazo. Tinkaton makes a return. Special defensive Tinkaton. Please land all your Thunder Waves this time. And Gigaton Hammers. Stealth Rock will be very key, although it is paired with Mako here, so that might change. Stealth Rock Thunder Wave to para things, knock off to get rid of items, and Gigaton Hammer again to really smash things. And please land your hammers, because that's gonna go a long way. Same exact spread as last time. We just gotta hope we land everything. Looking at you, Thunder Wave. Rounding out the team is Tomioka the Vaporeon making a return. Only change this time, Surf is actually Scald, and I'm making that change now because I didn't realize I had Scald TMs. So yeah, Scald, why is that double edge? That should be Ice Beam. Where is Ice Beam? There it is. Calm Mind, Scald, Ice Beam, Wish. That is what it should read as. I'm going to just reload the team here. Here's the team in all of its glory. Yeah, so again, the lead, we have so many options as a lead. Like Cryogonal would obviously be the best if we see a ground type, but also don't be surprised if we leave Mako to get up hazards immediately. There could be an opportunity where Daki comes in and we just set up nasty plots and just start clicking buttons. And then our walls here are probably not going to be the lead. Fiona is the designated Terramon, so we are going to use it as the Terramon, ideally, for the Embody Aspect plus Choice Band combination. But don't be surprised if we do have to use the Tera on Cryogonal and Salazo, if that's the opening that's with us. Because this is more of a hyper-offensive team, admittedly. Even though we have good bulk, hyper-offensive with the... Honestly, all these mods can function as hyper-offensive mods. Except Tinkaton and Cryogonal. I'm talking way too fast. Thank you guys again for watching and all the support. Wish us luck, because this team... I mean, it's been reliable so far, but testing-wise, it's been really hard to get this team right. So wish us luck this week, folks. Thank you guys again for watching, all the support. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Can we go 5-0? You gotta come back and find out. But until next time, goodbye for now. Have a great day.